So next on our show, we have Sarah Rogo. She is in Los Angeles, California. She's a singer-songwriter. Uh, just released a CD called Smoke and Water, I think. And I was listening to that song earlier today. It's a really cool song about a fire, which they know a lot about out in Los Angeles, don't they? Unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually not a new CD. It's about a year and a half old now,
Okay.
but it's still good. So,
It is good. Yeah, yeah. I enjoyed it. All right. So I hope I pronounced your name right.
yeah. I
Rogo?
mean,
Okay.
you
Just
know,
like it looks.
my friends and family actually call me Sarah.
Oh,
But
Sarah. Okay.
and then the world actually, like music world, calls me Rogo. So you can call me whatever you want, Sarah, Sarah, Rogo,
Well,
whatever
we're
you
very glad to have you on
want.
our
Thank you.
little broadcast here and um, sharing your music with us.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
and your guitars. You work at a vintage guitar store, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm not with them full time at the moment. I'm just there part time recording demo videos for them. So,
Right. Yeah, of the
um,
different guitars. I saw a couple of those too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So,
Interesting stuff.
uh, so you'll see maybe an array of guitars tonight. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And then, yeah, I'm definitely gonna play a lot of songs, but it can just be also, you know, what's it, interactive too. So if you want to ask a question about like what tuning I'm in or what the song's about, or I'm super down for it to be kind of like, you
Yeah,
know,
cool.
question
All right,
answer
me too.
songs, all that stuff too. So
Right, so let's hear a song.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, first I'm starting with my National Resophonic
Oh man.
tricone. This is a custom one built for me. I'm actually a dealer for National, so I sell these to people who want to get a National made just for them. And it is plugged into an amp as well with my Charlie Christian Lawler pickup.
Whoa.
Let me see if I can play all in the frame. Right now I'm in open G, and I'm hoping my microphone that's taped to the stand, so hopefully stays
High tech.
stays so high tech, right?
That sounds good. All right. What a great guitar, Charlie Christian here.
When a woman's in trouble, everybody throws her down. You look for your good friend, and none can be found. You better come on now in my kitchen, because it's going to be raining outdoors. My mama is dead, my papa's soon to be. I ain't got nobody to love and care for me. You better come on now to my kitchen, because it's going to be raining outdoors. That's right. My mama is dead, my papa soon to be. I ain't got nobody to love and care for me. You better come on now in my kitchen, because it's going to be raining outdoors. That's right. but some joker got lucky and stole him back again. You better come on now. In my kitchen, it's going to be rain outdoors. So when a woman's in trouble, everybody throws her down. You look for your good friend, none can be found. You better come on now in my kitchen, because it's going to be raining. It's going to be raining. It's going to be raining outdoors.
Oh, beautiful. Oh my goodness.
So my mic did fall, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It still works.
Still sounds good.
Okay?
Yeah, we're doing
Okay.
good.
Okay. I'm gonna change guitars here.
Okay. That is a beauty. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Well, so I work at Norman's Rare Guitars, and I went in the other day to demo a just do some demos, and I ended up walking out with a guitar, which, you know, that's just what happens sometimes. So I got this late 50s National Debonair, and it sounds nice and old and beautiful. All right, let's do an original, and then I'll do another cover song.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, Chris, is that your kid? Hi. Chris is one of my new students.
Oh,
That's Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
He likes what you're playing.
Awesome. I'm glad someone does know. All right, this is an original song. I love ragtime music so much. I studied with the great Woody Mann out in Boston, and he studied with Reverend Gary Davis. So he taught me a lot of ragtime, and I loved learning the songs, but I didn't always resonate with like a lot of the words. Like I have a hard time memorizing words when I don't really resonate with them, and I wasn't just kind of like an old drunk blind guy. So I decided to write words of my own from like a cheeky like female perspective, just like kind of cute, kind of sassy, you know. So I wrote this song called Best That You Can, and the little middle interlude is right from Reverend Gary Davis. So it's called Best That You Can. If you wanna be my sugar, you gotta work on your sweet. If you wanna be my dancing partner, you only need one of those two left feet. Ooh, to be my honeybee, quit buzzing in her ear. If you wanna be my man, you got to understand that all I'm asking for is the best that you can. That's right. If you want to cook me dinner, I said, just no ham from a can, please. And if you have to get political, just don't get too Republican. Ooh, to sweep me off my feet, I'll take your strongest wine. If you wanna be my man, you got to understand that all I'm asking for is the best that you can. That's right, we're gonna break it down now. Here we go. It's okay if you're right only half of the time. If you just gave me your loving, I'd be satisfied. If you want a race, calm my heart. You gotta ease off those brakes. If you wanna be my lucky charm, take a chance and make mistakes. Ooh, to sweep me off my feet. Well, don't be cold as ice. If you wanna be my man, you got to understand that all I'm asking for is the best that you can. Well, if you wanna be my man, you'll learn to understand that all I'm asking for is the best that you can.
Oh my,
Cool.
that really is a nice song. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I wrote that many years ago, actually, when I was back in Boston. So I'm gonna play another one. I'm actually gonna post right now in the chat. It's a link to one link that directs you to a bunch of other links that I have. So, you know, if you want to follow my YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, for my mailing list is super important these days. And also I started a subscriber fan page where people get exclusive like tracks and first looks at things and just like kind of secret updates and all that fun stuff. So I threw that in the link in case if you all are bored of me singing and want to browse. I'm gonna do a really fun cover that I love to do, and then I'll do some more originals after that. I love the song because it's so lively and just it makes me just have a lot of fun, and that's important. Having fun when you're playing music. This one's particularly fun playing with the band, but I've arranged it where you can play it solo, and it can hold on its own as a solo blues piece, and it's called wow, it's so funny I blanked. What's it called? You Can't Judge a Book by looking at its cover by Bo Diddley. Judge an apple by looking at a tree, and you can't judge a honey by looking at the bee. You can't judge one by looking at another, and you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Can't you see? Oh, you misjudge me. Judge a book by looking at the cover. No, you can't. You can't judge a fish by looking at the pond, and you can't judge a right by looking at the wrong. You can't judge one by looking at another, and you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. You see, oh, you misjudge me. I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. You can't judge a book by looking at a cover. You can't judge sugar by looking at the cane, and you can't judge a woman by looking at her man. You can't judge one by looking at another, and you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Can't you see? Oh, you misjudge me. I look like a farmer,
getting a little clipping. Would it be
Oh,
possible
yes,
for
I
you to
noticed
turn
that.
just the main output, what are
Yeah,
you using there, down a little bit?
yes.
Just
I
a
have
little bit.
a very powerful voice. Let's see.
Now it's too far down, I'm afraid. Just a hair.
Yeah, I saw it clipping when I was singing. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to change guitars again. Yeah, and if anybody has any questions, they could just chime in or you could type them in the box. I'm happy to. You can ask me what I had for lunch. I had steak for lunch because that's what we do here, living large.
You know, I,
Nice.
I do have a question. You had talked before about that you do songwriting and that you are working on a project outside of Vegas.
Yeah. I mean, I'm my ever since I was young, like I've always like knew that I wanted to do music. It wasn't even necessarily I wanted to be like an artist always or even be a blues guitarist. I didn't even really discover that until a little bit later when I was about 18. But I've always wanted to be a composer. I just love making things. I played the clarinet, the saxophone, and I've always wanted to be a composer and a songwriter. So I've just kind of done that along the way, but recently I've started to do a composing project for a new film. We're just recording on the outskirts of Vegas. So, but yeah, it's been really fun. It's a big challenge because it's like very much out of my normal style. It's kind of like Rush meets Pink Floyd meets Frank Sinatra, and it's a sci-fi. So it's it's interesting, but it's like great opportunities and just really and like Brad Pitt is backing the movie, and like it's a very strange s- interesting situation. But yeah, I just love to write, but not necessarily like just pigeonhole myself into like one box. Even though like I love the blues and that is like my soul, like
Mhm.
roots and blues. But I just love composing like all genres and styles.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so great that you have an opportunity like that. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Because I love film and TV and stuff, and that frees you up to like not be such a starving touring artist for
Hmm.
your whole life. And
That's always a good thing.
I'm approaching 30, and I'm starting to be like, I know that's not very old, but I'm just like, what do I actually want in my life?
Yeah.
After this last year, like I've learned what stability feels like in my body, and I'm like, oh, this is what health feels like.
Nice.
Someone's asking, do you have any issues playing with your nails on steel string? Mine would disintegrate. No, I don't have any issues. Like, I don't know if you mean the strings would disintegrate or the nails would disintegrate. But I don't have any issues with my nails on my steel string at all. So, okay, let's see. Yeah, let's do this song. A song of mine called "Smoke and Water." It's the title track of an album that I have out. Um, it's kind of blues, but it's kind of not. And that's what I love about like the new blues or just this new wave of music that like doesn't quite have a genre. But it's kind of blues in the sense where it's just like a storytelling song. And I wanted to write a song about the wildfires. Well, they basically happen every year, but a handful of years ago, there were some really, really bad ones, like right on the coast of California, like Ventura County and all that stuff. And I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New York, Connecticut, Boston areas, and I'm not used to seeing wildfires. So it like freaked me out, but I wanted to write a song about it. So I wrote this one, tuning to G minor now. It's a little pro tip there if you're in an open tuning, tuning to your 12th fret harmonics. Because sometimes when you tune to a tuner, it actually isn't perfectly in tune. Anyway, okay. I've been teaching all week, so I'm in that mode. Okay, this song is called Smoke and Water. Check 1, 2. Check, 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 check. Okay. Santa Ana winds are blowing, knocking on my own front door, and the sheriff comes, says I gotta go. I pack it up and leave, I say no more. I see smoke and water, smoke and water, ash and sand, ash and sand. Waves are turning, land is burning, the force of God destroying the land. This coastal town seemed peaceful in my mind. Oh, paradise, a perfect paradigm. Oh, but nothing's safe from sparks of the divine. Though now wildfire meets the ocean line, I see smoke and water, smoke and water, ash and sand, ash and sand. Waves are turning, land is burning, the force of God destroying the land. Smoke and water, smoke and water, ash and sand, ash and sand. Waves are turning, land is burning, the force of God destroying the land.
Oh, nice. So that's an open minor tuning.
Yeah, that's in
Just
G
just
minor.
lower the third on
Yeah,
that,
just
and then
lower the third in G, and yeah, no, I think I was telling Chris in his last lesson that we're working in open tunings, and open tunings are really cool because you can just play around with just one note. So even that like cool middle section, I'm just on the 1, 2, 3, fourth string on the 5th fret, and I'm just sliding up. Yeah, so you can just play a lot of really
yeah,
cool.
just the rest are just drones, and you're doing all the melody.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
very cool.
yeah, the joys of open tuning.
Mhm. Yeah, I like them too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Hmm. Let's do this one. I'm gonna do like a happy, upbeat one. This one is fun. It's just in kind of like a country blues style. My other main mentor, his name is Paul Rochelle. If you guys know him, I know you guys are East Coasters, but he's amazing. He look him up if you don't know him. Um, but he wrote the song. It's called Louise. And sorry if you hear dings from my laptop texting because I don't really know how to silence that. So I apologize. But yeah, so this one is called Louise. I'm going to take it out of minor here. Yeah, this one's really cool because it showcases a lot of like what country blues can really be. Like there's a lot of things going on all at once. There's like a bass line, there's a melody, and it's all happening at the same time. And of course, Paul says he wrote the main riff in his sleep, and I was like, you would write this song in your sleep. And it's just really fun. It's called Louise, and it was a song that I learned that was really hard for me to learn, but it was just such a good etude. This one is on his Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff. So Paul Rochelle, definitely look him up. It's called Louise. I laid down last night, baby, try to take my rest. I laid down last night, baby, trying to take my rest. I couldn't get no sleep because the blues walking across my chest. Now tell me, honey, why do you treat me like you do? Now tell me, honey, why do you treat me like you do? I try everything I can just to get along with you. Louise, 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 why don't you come home, Louise? So pretty baby, why don't you come home? Ain't had no kind of loving, baby, since you've been gone. That's right. Ain't had no kind of loving, baby, since you went away. Ain't had no kind of loving, baby, since you went away. That's right. I'm gonna see you some now, see you some other day. Louise, 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 why don't you come home, Louise? Pretty baby, why don't you come home? Ain't had no kind of loving, baby, since you've been gone. Ain't had no kind of loving, baby, since you've been gone.
Very nice.
Good.
Paul Rochelle, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he is incredible. Rishell. Yes, very, very good. Well, before I tune up to D, I'll do one more tune in G. but this is a Muddy Waters song. I think it's a Muddy Waters song. Well, everybody does all the songs in the blues world, so I think originally Muddy Waters. Well, I rolled and I tumbled, I cried a whole night long. Well, I rolled and I tumbled, I cried a whole night long. That's right. Woke up this morning, something going on wrong. I told my baby before I left this town. I told my baby before I left this town. Ain't nobody gonna tear my barrel house down. I could have had religion, I had this battle thing instead. I could have had religion, I had this battle thing instead. All these whiskey and women, they would not let me pray. Could have had whiskey, I had this battle thing instead. If the river was whiskey, I was a diving duck. Lord, I crawl the bottom, and I never come up. And I roll and I tumble, I cried a whole night long. I rolled and I tumbled, I cried a whole night long. Woke up this morning, something going on wrong. Woke up this morning, something going on wrong.
Nice version of that. Beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know how I came up with that version, but I basically just like slapping on the strings. I love the idea. I love clawhammer banjo. I think it's really cool. And I play a lot of guitar stuff like clawhammer banjo, and then that ended up. So I'm doing
Yeah, nice.
a lot of that.
Yeah,
That
cool.
version took a long time to perfect, or not perfect, but just sound good because it's tricky. Really, it's
Yeah.
tricky. Let me just flip to D real quick. Of course, I have a tuner pedal right next to me, but what fun is that? No, I'm gonna use the tuner pedal. the interesting thing about tuners and tuning is that music, something so ethereal and cosmic and beautiful, can't really be perfectly be put into a box, which is like the Western music system. So you can tune to a tuner perfectly, but then when you play a certain chord, it might not be perfectly in tune. So it's very interesting, I find, and that's why the blues is so special, because we utilize those like microtones kind of within the music that aren't a major third or aren't a minor third. They're just kind of floating in between. And similar with like Indian music or Arabic music, it kind of, there's notes that don't exist to the Western world.
The in-betweeners.
The in-betweeners, the vagrants. I'll do an original song. I think I did this one at the last concert I played, and I think two of you, both Chris and who else was that? The WUMB radio station did a great little blues camp that I taught at and played at. That was really fun. But this is a song by the Reverend Robert. Oh no, I'm doing an original song first, and then I'll do that one. This song is called "Some Things Are Meant to Die." I wrote it just a handful of months ago, just maybe about 2 months ago, and it's about getting through the year 2020 and 2021. Basically stating that, some things just are meant to die, so just let them die. Shovel and spade, my grave to fill. One hard year didn't make it out alive. Oh, baby, baby, some things are meant to die. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I will rise because I must, but first I give it all, and I don't ask why. Some things are meant to die. Crucified by the devil's fire, I held on too long, Lord, I'm getting tired. I'm tired of living all these little lies. Oh, baby, baby, some things are meant to die. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I will rise because I must, but first I give it all, and I don't ask why. Oh, maybe, maybe some things are meant to die. Dark and cold are these walls around. Rest and release the silent ground. I choose to live, Lord, I choose to fly. But first thing, baby, some things are meant to die. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I will rise because I must, but first I give it all, and I don't ask why. Maybe, maybe some things are meant to die. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I will rise because
Oh yeah, that's a brand new song.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is brand new.
Nice. Well, let's hope it's this virus, huh?
I know.
Yeah, it's meant to die.
Yeah, totally. Yes.
All right. Well, I think we have time for one more.
Perfect.
Before we go to our chat, you're certainly welcome to join us if you would like. I'm sure people would love to know more about you and but before we do that, we usually go off of Facebook for that, just do the Zoom meeting.
Nice.
I want to make sure that if there's any plugs you want to get out there to folks, places to go to find out more about your music or so forth.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Could I just interrupt a second? Sarah, were you planning on playing for 45 minutes or for 60 minutes?
Oh,
I kind of just wing it.
okay.
I'm very happy to play one more and just chat with you all after. So all good. Yeah, all good there. And then yeah, as for any of the plugs, I mean, I know people are listening on Facebook, so I'll say them in a second. But for those of you joining on
Oh, I'm
Zoom,
sorry.
I
I didn't
posted.
look ahead in the schedule. We had you play until 9:15.
No, that's okay. It's okay. Um, but yeah, so there's a link to my link tree, which has, links to like my and maybe if you're on Facebook, you can um post that in the comments or something. But that one link has like links to everything, but
Oh, okay.
also when in doubt, go to my website, rogothewild.com. That's my last name, Rogo, Rogo. And that can link you to my YouTube, my Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. But yeah, mainly sign my email list. I know like email list sounds a little bit cheesy and kind of archaic, but it's just a great way for me to keep all my info in one place without having to deal with a million social medias. And I have that great new subscriber page now where, I just posted actually a brand new video of me demoing my new guitar on that too. So lots of fun things there and just new music coming at some point. And yeah, thanks for the support. I mean, as to support artists, you don't necessarily even have to give them a tip or buy a CD. You can share their music with a friend. You could, if a local venue is looking for an act for a big festival, let them know about their name. Like there's just so many great ways that you can support an artist, and every little bit counts. So I super appreciate just passing along the love. And it was just a pleasure to play for you guys today. I love the small, nice, intimate groups. And yeah, I just appreciate your ears and your hearts and all that. So thank you.
Well, your video will also be posted on our website and our Facebook page,
Awesome. Thank you so
so
much.
that other people will be able to see it, other than people are watching live right now. In fact, we get a lot more people watching after the fact,
Yeah.
and and that's why I wanted to make sure we got it on the Facebook piece because that's what most people are
Yeah,
watching.
absolutely. Absolutely. And then for those of you who don't know, I do teach lessons from Zoom full time. So uh, you can go to that link and email me through there. But
Very
yeah,
cool.
I'll end up with I'm gonna end up with something fun, a fun original song. This song is called "Going Where the Weather Suits My Soul." It's a really fun song that is just about moving to California from the cold East Coast. It's a simple song, and it's just a lot of fun. So here we go. Well, I got a feeling deep in my chest to ditch New York and head out west. I know I gotta hit the road, going where the weather suits my soul. I said, ooh, California, I'm coming home. Yeah, but make it be known, make it be known. Going where the weather suits my soul. Give me surf thank you guys so much for listening.
Beautiful. Well, it was certainly a pleasure to meet you and hear your music, Sarah. I want to pronounce that
I
correctly.
love it. Thank you. Yeah.
And Rogo the Wild is the key. So if we're looking for you, we Google that,
Yes.
we'll find you, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and the best of luck. What's the name of the movie? Can you
It's
tell
called
us?
The Other Side of Infinity. So it's not going to be out for quite a while. So
Well, try to remember that and look for it.
yeah, well, you'll see me posting about it. So
Okay, excellent.